This presentation provides an overview of the Victorian Auditor-General's report, Board Performance. Boards are the governing bodies of public sector entities. They set the overall strategic direction for the entity and monitor and manage the performance of senior management. They also oversee operations and have an important role in keeping responsible ministers and government departments aware of the major risks that their entities face. In Victoria, around 3,400 public sector entities are governed by boards with, in total, around 33,000 board members, known as directors. These boards include commercial boards of governance, advisory and regulatory bodies, registration boards, management boards, inquiries, task forces, and ad hoc expert panels. Most directors are from outside the public service, and 85% of them are unpaid. The Public Administration Act and Financial Management Act set the framework for good board governance and financial management. We use the Public Administration Act to determine whether portfolio departments and boards are fulfilling their obligations. The Victorian Public Sector Commission, VPSC, produces guidance for boards to help them navigate their responsibilities. Portfolio departments work with public sector entities and provide guidance on public administration and governance. The VPSC issues codes of conduct and guidance to help boards achieve high standards of governance. The Department of Premier and Cabinet, DPC, reviews portfolio departments' submissions to Cabinet for appointing board directors and provides assurance that appointments meet the government's appointment and remuneration guidelines. In this audit, we examined whether boards are performing effectively and contributing to effective governance of public sector entities. We assessed the guidance and support that VPSC and portfolio departments give to the boards of public sector entities. We also surveyed 212 public sector entities to better understand their governance practices and the guidance their boards receive. We also examined 4 public sector boards in detail. The significant majority of public sector boards we examined demonstrated better practice in most areas of governance and are operating effectively. Overall, VPSC's guidance is useful and is based on best practice principles, and DPC's administration of board appointments is sound. Portfolio departments provide valuable support to boards, but could do more to support boards and to oversee their performance. Some portfolio departments do not gather enough information from boards to be able to advise the responsible minister on whether an entity is discharging its duties effectively. Overall, we found that boards have effective accountability structures and mechanisms in place to carry out their roles, although there are opportunities for improvement. Some boards have a significant probity gap in how they manage declarations of conflicts of interest at board meetings, and individual directors' performance reviews aren't always carried out. Best practice board governance involves actively seeking to appoint board directors who have the required skills needed and reflect the diversity in Victoria's broader socio-economic makeup. We found that some boards have difficulty attracting directors with particular expertise. For rural boards, directors with legal and financial expertise are particularly difficult to source. We recommended that DPC review the appointment and remuneration guidelines to better reflect the risks and challenges facing boards. We recommended that VPSC develop further guidance for boards on how to complete board assessments. We made 2 recommendations to portfolio departments: that they increase their support and guidance for boards to help them assess the performance of boards, manage conflicts of interest, and that they better use meetings between the departments and boards to manage risks and activities. All recommendations have been accepted, and some departments have outlined how they are meeting the recommendations. For further information, please see the full report of this audit on our website www.audit.vic.gov.au.